It was a rainy day on April the 27th when we gathered on 18th Street for the groundbreaking ceremonies for Bethany Covenant Church. Leave the rain, let's look at the umbrellas and some of the members of the church assembling to get ready for the great service of our Covenant Church expansion program.
Been waiting for a number of years for this day, and I think even with the weather, it's a day we're going to look back on, and it's a day we're going to have some good remembrances of. As we pull, we'll say together, praise the Lord. Ready? Praise the Lord!
I'm a part of Bethany Covenant because I was born into this church and raised in this church and have been going here since I first took a breath in this world, and I continue to stay because it's a great church for my kids and it's a great church for me as an adult, and there's things that just appeal to us on every level. We can have great...
Bethany is our home church because when we were looking for a new church home several years ago, we were very well received here. The friendliness of the people, the preaching of the word was a big factor in our coming here.
I would say Bethany Covenant is our home church because it's a great place to worship God. My family, I started coming to this church when I was in, I think, 5th grade. And then I've gone here my whole life, went away when I got married, and then we've come back with our family. It's got great kids programs, and people here love each other and love the Lord. And
that what we needed for our children was right here at Bethany. And as soon as we started coming here, we felt very comfortable, very welcome by all the people here. We love the people, we love the youth program, and we love the pastors.
I've just been going here my whole life because my parents have been here, and my grandparents, and my great-grandparents even. And so I was kind of just born into this church, which is cool.
Then once we got to know people, we found out all the programs that they had in the community and how much they supported our community we lived in. And we just really felt Jesus' presence here. And
well, because the people are so wonderful. I love the youth group. The pastor's pretty good, but he'd rank a little bit higher if he wasn't an Oregon fan, but I won't hold him against him. I like his hairdo, he teaches a good word, and K-Squared is a nice guy too.
We came to Bethany Covenant in '02, and I worked with a youth group. I worked with Barrett Strom, and I've worked with a couple other youth leaders here. I've even worked with Chad McDaniel. It's been a delight to serve with a pastoral staff. We've got a great group of pastors here. There's also just so many great people at Bethany. Generationally, I always feel like it's a privilege to meet people who have lived more life than I have and offer such wisdom in their relationship with the Lord to us too. It's a gift. So.
Bethany Covenant Church is my home church because I love the fact that we're focused on reaching out and helping people and spreading the gospel. And I love the fact that we're motivated to do things outside the building and the community, to get out in the community.
I love Bethany, and I am a 3rd generation Bethany Covenanter. So I kind of ended up here by default through my family, but I've stayed because I feel very welcome here. I feel like I have a place where I'm safe, where I can grow, where there are other people around me who are growing and doing the things that God wants us to do.
But I'm very, very grateful that my parents raised me in this church, and as I look back at my childhood, it was such a part of the fabric of our routine, and the people who helped mold me, and people I looked up to in the church, the saints. Like my grandfather was a leader in this church, was a carpenter and built a lot of the homes in Skagit Valley, and actually built our church. The church I grew up in was on Evergreen Street. And so I think when if they're looking down on us today, my grandpa's probably saying, yeah, Val, Lizzie, that's a good thing that we retired the mortgage. But I think they were all about people, and the church on Evergreen Street was just a building, and this is just a building. And I think my grandparents, they would be very happy to see that the small mission Swedish group that started this church, that Bethany Covenant is a beacon in the valley, that it is a safe place, it is an embracing, welcoming church and a thriving ministry today.